You must have heard terms like tracking your business growth or understanding where your business is headed. But these terms seems pretty subjective, right? They can be unless you put numbers to these terms, because after all, numbers never lie. Financial statements are those sets of numbers that helps you understand where your business stands money-wise. Now I know that they are a little intimidating and boring, especially for first-time business owners, but they're absolutely essential to your business because, tracking money is an important goal for online businesses. Hey, I'm Mani Karthik, and in today's video, I'll show you what an income statement looks like and what information it shows about a company. Also known as profit and loss statement, income statement is one of the three major financial statements, the other two being balance sheet and cash flow statement. This is a series of videos to help you better understand your business's finances, and in it, I'll explain in the easiest way possible how to deal with these scary statements. Properly managing your finances will help you out not only in growing your small business, but also in strategizing the future of your business. An income statement is one document that helps you measure your business's financial performance over a period of time, usually over a month, 3 months, and sometimes yearly. Before we get into the specifics of income statement, let's get some technical terms out of the way. So, this is the basic formula that allows you to calculate your net income through an income statement. Net income equal to total revenue minus total expenses plus or minus gains or losses. Simple enough, isn't it? Let's see what each of these terms actually mean. The first is total revenue, which is the sum total of your operating revenues and non-operating revenues. Stay with me, let me explain. These aren't just fancy terms. Your operating revenue is basically all the sales from your business, and your non-operational revenue can be interest gained or investments or any other revenue earned from sale of assets. For a small business, non-operating revenues are generally zero, so don't get scared if you can't find them for your business. Total expenses are basically what you spend for your business, whether it be shipping, packaging, or simple things like employee salaries. These can further be categorized into operational and non-operational. Whatever expense is crucial to your day-to-day operations comes under operational expenses like raw materials or products cost. Other operational expenses include things like employee salaries, electricity bills, rent, transportation, etc. Non-operational expenses are those costs that you incur which are not directly related to your business, like depreciation of assets. Gains and losses are pretty self-explanatory. If the difference between the revenue and expenses is positive, then you have a gain. Otherwise, loss. The thing to keep in mind here is that you will either have gains or losses at any point in time, never both at once. Done with the technical terms, let's move on to what an income statement actually looks like. To make it easy to understand, we'll work with an example of Mano Supermarket, a fully functioning general store on Dukaan. This is their income statement. As you can see, the first thing here is total sales or revenue. It is the actual money received from your customers from the sales of your products. The cost of goods sold is the cost that the store had to pay to get or manufacture your product. When you deduct the cost of goods sold from total revenue, you get your gross profit. Gross profit is the money earned at the product level itself. But that's not your actual earning or profit. There are other factors to consider as well. Now comes the operating expenses. As explained earlier, they are the basic expenses that are incurred to run a business. In the case of Mano Supermarket, there are employee salaries, electricity bills, transportation costs, and the like. This is deducted from the gross profit. After deducting the total operating expenses from gross profit, you get your operational income. Now we look at the non-operational income and expenses. If it's an expense, it will be deducted from the operating income, and if it's a non-operational income, it will be added to the operating income. Operating profit is your profit before deducting taxes and interest on loans and other stuff. It is the same as operating income, and you get it after you have deducted and added non-operational expenses and income from operating income. The next part of the income statement is interest. You might have had to pay interest on loans that you have taken out for your business, or you might be earning interest on the money deposited in your business account. these get deducted or added respectively. Other expenses like depreciation and amortization might also be deducted from your depreciating assets, which will be adjusted in other expenses. After this, you get your income before tax. From this, after deducting taxes, you get your net profit, which is your takeaway or final profit. Companies or accountants usually look at profit after tax to see how profitable they were during a specific period of time. But analysts compare operating profits between two time periods to analyze a company's business trends, as interest incomes or taxes can be adjusted or manipulated between two successive periods, and are also dependent on external factors such as bank rates and government policies, which the company cannot do anything about. So to sum up, your income statement shows what your business's income and revenue are during a time period, and it has four main components: total revenue, total expenses, and gains or losses. If you are a small business, you need to create your own income statement to see how your business was functioning during a specific time period. So this was the first video in our series of Small Business Finance 101. In the next video, we'll talk about balance sheet. Give us a thumbs up if you like this video and subscribe to our channel to not miss out on the upcoming ones. Until next time.